Hi, I'm Cynthia Rosen. I'm back again. I've had a request from a few people to talk about the palette knife. I'm a palette knife painter. I'm in Rupert, Vermont at a friend and videographer, Stephen Schlussel's, and we are painting inside at the moment so the cameras don't freeze. It's snow. I love the snow. I was hoping to catch a sunset, but regretfully the clouds have come over. There's a little bit of a pinkish orange, and I'm gonna go at it. So I stain my board. I'll take a brush and just sort of block in where I'm going, somewhat geometrically. This is actually, there's a little bit of remnant safflower oil and Gamsol on my brush. I'm using Galkid paints. They are an oil paint. They have a resin base, a manufactured base, as opposed to a natural oil. That's the only difference. The colors tend to have different names, so it won't really help you, but you need to know is I have warm and cool colors. I have a yellow and orange, which I may not need, but the red has a lot of brown in it, so I chose to bring the orange. I have a color similar to alizarin. I have a purple dioxide, a phthalo blue-green. That's my cool, and the warms are here. So I'm just going to work rather quickly. It's only going to be a really quick demo. I want to show you the knife that I've used for years. It has a triangulated head like that, and from the side view the neck bends down to keep my fingers out of the paint. Palette knives or painting knives come in all different shapes. This is one that you can see is pretty rugged and messed up. I tried this, probably painted with it a few times. I don't like the rounded edges because you'll watch as I paint. I like to use the flat edge and know where it ends. But I may use this for mixing. Most of my knives are back in Arizona, including some larger ones, but this is the size that I have used for years, even on a 18 by 24 inch board. This is gesso board that I'm working more on, made by Ampersand, and it's my favorite surface. The knife moves smoothly on it, and I can scratch into it. So I'm going to come up with my darker colors. I'm going to blend a little bit of the phthalo, I guess some of the red and the purple, and get some deep colors in here. And I'm just going to block them in. If you mix your colors well, the nice thing about the palette knife is the purity of color that you get. And I'm actually going to wipe the knife in a few places, and you'll see how I'll let that come through in the final painting. Okay. If I want my color nice and pure, I just mix it up. The more you mix it on your palette, the cleaner your color is. Then I keep a rag, usually a cloth rag. Using the flat, I'll put that in. I want the eye to travel this way, that's how I paint. Will I leave the purple streak there? Probably. I may make use of it later. Those who know me and know my painting style know that I take some liberty to get the effect that I want in the end. I'm not wedded to the image in front of me or the view. I use it as inspiration. The white I'm using right now is a titanium. I prefer zinc. But what I have is a Utrecht white, which is, it's an oil. You can mix traditional oils and alkyds with no problem. And as you can see, I'm sort of scraping, and this is why I like the triangulated corner. I can use that corner to sort of give my painting a point wherever I want to. Okay, so for all intents and purposes, my dark colors are in. I may go a little bit more brownish. And really, the only trick to the palette knife is practice. I turn my knife according to the direction that I want the movement to go. Coming down, moving across. That's how I use the knife. The edge. And now I can blend colors wherever I want. Taking a little bit of the residue that's on the knife, throwing it into the painting. So you can see here, I've allowed some of the streaks, instead of mixing the paint well, I'm allowing the streaks to bleed in. Okay, there's a little bit of beautiful light in the sky, which I'm going to get before it's gone. And I may intensify it a bit. So that's all there is to the knife, really. Mix your color, put it on, let it blend in some places, let it be pure in others. If I want to let the colors blend, I'll touch it really lightly. If I want the color pure, I'll take it right down to the surface. And I guess the only other thing I'd say is just think about the direction that you hold the knife, how you use it, sideways, vertical.